If you understand and follow through what I'm going to teach you in this video, you will change from a feminine, weak, docile, submissive man into a strong, masculine leader. So listen carefully. The propaganda in today's day and age and the liberal world order will try to convince you that what's right is actually to be an emotional man, to be more aware of your emotions, like what they always type in these BuzzFeed articles and in these little infomercials and whatever. You have to realize that being an emotional man is only going to harm you, and they don't actually have the best interest of us young men. They do not want us to succeed. They don't want us to win. They don't want us to be strong. They don't want us to lead. They want us to be weak forever. They want us to be docile. They want us to be weak. They want us to be feminine. They want us to be dumb. They want us to be stupid. They want us to be sad. They want us to be depressed. They want us to be anxious. That's what they want us to do. They don't want us to be happy. They don't want us to be strong. They don't want us to be masculine. They don't want us to be leaders. They don't want us to be successful. They don't want us to have money. They don't want us to have a physique. They don't want us to have anything, bro. They don't have our best interests. You can't listen to these authorities and to these people to these weak feminine people who type on these Twitter pages and on Reddit and everywhere. You need to realize that you have to follow advice only from the people who are actually better than you and from the people who you actually want to become like, because usually a lot of the advice in today's day and age, and most of it in fact, comes from the people who are at the bottom, from the people who are actually worse than you and me, from the people who are worse, not even better, bro. You need to realize who you're taking advice from. So first of all, you need to take advice from other strong masculine leaders. And you can take advice from Andrew Tate. You can take advice from people like that who have actually made it already and are actually successful and actually know what they're talking about. You have to realize that these liberals and that these blue-pilled, feminine, patchy beard people don't have your best interest. Low testosterone, that's all they have. They don't have your best interest, bro. So you need to listen to the people who are actually above you, to the people who actually did what you want to do and what you'd like to do. You have to realize something, that if you want to become like someone, or if you want to achieve the same level of success as someone in a certain endeavor, the same level of wealth, the same level of power, the same level of strength, you need to follow exactly what they did in their life. You need to follow their advice. You need to follow their teachings. You need to follow exactly what they did. You need to copy them, essentially. You literally need to copy them. Now, a lot of people look at copying as a bad thing, but it's actually a good thing, because it will allow you to reach the place that you want to be in the hierarchy. So I got a little bit off topic right now, but let's get back on topic. So the reason you shouldn't be an emotional young man is because emotions will only harm you. If you're impulsive and if you're always acting on your emotions, nobody will find you attractive, first and foremost. And second of all, you will feel weak in yourself. You will have this victimhood attitude. You will be a victim. You are making yourself a victim, bro. You don't realize that when you actually are emotional and when you're always acting on your emotion, when you're always sensitive, that's when you lose respect for yourself and for others. That's when you're the most dangerous. That's when you're actually harmful to society. Emotional men are some of the most harmful men on the planet, and they are some of the biggest criminals in the world are emotional men. The murderers, all of them, they're all emotional men who acted on emotions. The terrorists, the school shooters, all of them. So you need to realize that being emotional is only going to harm you, and there is no benefit from it. Now, I need to explain to you the difference between being emotional and being what you call emotionally aware. Now, the propaganda will try to tell you that you need to be in touch with your emotions, and being in touch with your emotions, like they say, is wrong. But you need to be aware of your emotions. And what I mean by that is, for example, you get the emotion of fear, right? You get the emotion of fear, it's in your head, but you still don't act upon fear. That's what makes you masculine. You see, that's what separates you from the feminine, docile, low testosterone man. You don't act upon your emotion, you don't act upon your fear. You still are brave. You still actually act upon bravery and not upon fear. So the definition of courage and of bravery is that you actually get the fear, but you don't act upon it. The Prophet Moses, peace be upon him, when he first heard God, he was extremely fearful, but he did not act upon his emotions. After God essentially told him to calm down and simply pick up the stick that he left on the ground. And then, since the stick was moving like a snake, if you don't know, it's a story in the Quran, it's a story in the Bible, it's a religious story, and it's real. So the Prophet still felt the emotion, which was fear, but he did not act upon it, which made him brave, which made him a leader. And that's what you need as well. You need to feel the emotion, but not act upon it. I'll give you another example. So for example, when you feel sad, you're not supposed to cry, bro. You're not supposed to cry when you feel sad. They want you to think, bro, they want you to think that you need to cry when you're sad. They want you to cry. They want you to be sad. They want you to be depressed. They want you to cry, bro. That's why they say, oh, men should cry, bro, men should cry. They want you to be depressed. They want you to be down bad. They want you to be addicted to the degenerate acts. They want this, bro. It's benefiting them. They don't want young military-aged men to succeed in life. We are the most dangerous group of individuals on the planet. That's why they want to murder us. That's why they want to commit genocide on us, bro. So, do not cry, is what I'm trying to say. Do not cry in front of people, especially people that you are not very familiar with, and do not cry in front of women. I don't care what woman she is. I don't care if she's your mom. I don't care if she's your sister. I don't care who she is. I don't care if she's your wife. I don't care. Don't cry in front of women. Don't cry in front of men that you don't trust very, very, very well and very dearly. Now, in front of brothers that you actually trust and know will never betray you for a fact, because realize there's a lot of people who you call your brothers right now will betray you. You probably have dealt with betrayal before, like with friendships and stuff, right? Yeah, so be very careful with who you trust. But there are some people, maybe one or two people in your friend group right now, who you can genuinely trust with your emotions and can cry to. And with these people, yes, sure, you can do it. When you really feel the emotion and when you really need to get it out of your heart, to simply open up your heart and don't bottle your emotion in. Sure, you can cry in front of your very trustworthy friend and brother, but do not also do that too often and too consistently, because they will start seeing you as a coward. Everybody will start seeing you as a coward because you're a man. You're not supposed to cry. I mean, that's the simple truth, bro. You wanted to hear the truth. This is the truth. As a man, you're not supposed to cry. You're not supposed to, bro. People want a strong masculine leader who knows how to solve problems and not cry when the problems arise. Not blame others. You need to be responsible for others. You need to be responsible for everyone. You need to be responsible for yourself. You need to be responsible for others. That's why you shouldn't cry. That's why you should be masculine. That's why you should be strong. That's why you shouldn't act upon your emotions. That's why you shouldn't be emotional. So all the propaganda BS that you hear on the media is coming from people who you don't want to be like, who you don't want to trust. So do not trust them with their advice. Trust the advice from the people who are actually above you, from the people who actually are masculine, from the people who get it, from the people who have the attraction from everyone, from the people who have the respect from everyone. People will never respect you if as a man you cry. It's true. Now, women can cry all they want because they are naturally emotional and feminine creatures, and that's the natural way of things. That's how femininity works. That's their essence. Femininity is all about feeling the emotion and acting upon it, and then feeling a different emotion, and they have like 700 different emotions, bro. It's crazy. We masculine men only have like 7 different emotions or something that we can feel. They have like 700, bro. They have like a whole palette of emotions, I'll put it here, and they understand all of it, bro. Like even if they see a certain facial expression that you have, they'll understand which one exactly it is, bro. Maybe subconsciously, not consciously, but they'll know, bro. They understand emotions very well. They're extremely emotionally intelligent. So for them it's normal, because nobody expects from them to actually be brave or masculine or to solve problems, but everybody expects it from you. If you actually want to be the leader, if you actually want to be the tribe master, the masculine person, the G, you need to be able to be a capable man, who is capable of solving any type of problem that arises, and who does not cry and in the corner when it actually approaches. You understand? So do not be an emotional man. I'm not saying you need to be a stone cold alpha male. That's not the propaganda or the agenda that I'm trying to push. What I'm trying to say is simply that you need to be stoic. Now, Stoicism is the art of emotional resilience, which means that, it's a philosophy that has a lot more to it as well, and a lot of the other stuff like we don't really care about. It's some old philosophy, but the part about emotional resilience is very important for us to learn about and to adopt as masculine men. So you need to be emotionally resilient, which is essentially Stoicism, which makes you a kind person. It doesn't make you an evil person to be emotionally resilient. It makes you a kind, nice person, because you don't act upon the negative emotions. When you're an emotional man, you are a negative person. You are a very dangerous person to society, because if you get a negative emotion, you will instantly act upon it. And guess what? For men to act upon a negative emotion, that's actually very dangerous to society, because men are very capable creatures. They are very strong, they are very big, and they can cause a lot of trouble. They are very rambunctious and rebellious, and they're not like women. Like for women it's normal, for women it's not really dangerous if they get a negative emotion, because they will not actually vandalize. Now, I believe that women should be naturally happy at all times, and that's what's attractive about them, and that's what we love about them. But you as a man need to go through trauma, need to go through pain, need to go through all of that in order to become strong and masculine, and you need to learn how to solve these problems without crying in the corner and being sad all day. You need to stop self-labeling yourself as depressed and anxious and all these different mental diseases that you don't really even have. You're self-diagnosing yourself to failure. You don't realize this, bro. You are literally leading yourself to failure by self-diagnosing yourself and by self-proclaiming the phrases that will only harm you, the adjectives that will only harm you. You need to say, I'm always happy, I'm always great, I'm always strong. You need to start implementing the placebo effect in an actual positive way in your life and in your mind, in order to actually get positive results and not negative results. Do not be an emotional man. Be strong, be masculine, be stoic, be kind, be generous, be genuine, be open to people, and simply have good gestures, be respectful. That's what it is. That's what being a G is all about when it comes to personality and when it comes to dealing with people. So be aware of that. Always remember, do not be an emotional young man. When something annoys you, do not actually act upon the emotion, especially with women and with people who you don't trust very much or who you don't really know very much. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you understood the concept, bro. I hope it helps you.